Hello, welcome back to PowerWash Simulator. We are almost done with the mansion. We are at 71%. Probably won't get done this episode, but we can only hope. So, just as a fair warning, this video is probably going to go mostly unedited, just because I'm really busy right now and I kind of don't have time to edit. So, for a bit of context, next week I'm going to be gone. I will be on vacation and I will not have access to a strong or reliable Wi-Fi network, so I will basically not be able to record or edit videos. Because I have two Hollow Knight videos recorded already, but like I said, I am not going to have time to edit them. Well, yeah, I will not have time to edit them, and I will not have the capability to edit them, even though I will be taking my computer with me. So occasionally, if I find the need for it, I might post updates on my community page, which I like to promote quite often. And so I might post some updates there, but just fair warning, I am probably not going to upload any videos next week. However, following week, I will be back. I will let you know what day I'm coming back and what days I will be uploading, so I will keep you posted about all that. So, now that that is all out of the way, what else was I was gonna talk about? Oh, okay. So the reason it's Power Wash Simulator right now and not Hollow Knight is just because I uploaded a video Monday. I need one for Friday. So if I uploaded a Hollow Knight video today and I just left it on that cliffhanger, I think it just wouldn't be very fitting, especially because I know what happens. And I also just wouldn't be able to give you context because it's already pre-recorded. So if I film a new video, I can just update all of you, letting you know, hey, this is what's going on, and it just ends as kind of like a nice filler episode before things go back to normal. We can go back to the normal schedule. So that's why I am recording this instead of uploading Hollow Knight. But Hollow Knight is ready and not edited, but it is filmed and will be coming up in a few weeks. So with that out of the way, I don't really have a plan. Like I said, this is probably going to be mostly unedited and just me rambling because I need to go and pack because I wasn't actually expecting to upload or to film this video, but realizing how little time I had left, I kind of just did this as like an emergency session, so I don't really have time to edit. Sorry about that. Not that these videos require too much editing anyway, because it's mostly just me talking and cleaning. So, one of the topics I did want to cover, however, was my bird video. And I just want to, one, thank you all for all your support and subscribing. And I just really thought it was super cool, the engagement on the last video. Yeah, I don't know if people would be happy with it, because it's like, oh, I have something planned and I think it's a pretty good idea. And I didn't want to feel stupid if people are like, oh, that video sucked, or, oh, it wasn't good, or I expected something better. I just didn't want to disappoint people. And so seeing people, one, have it get a decent amount of views for it being completely new compared to my more established series, I really thought people, I think people enjoyed it, and I was just really happy to see that people were engaging and actually picking birds. So yeah, that is cool. And for any of you wondering, because I saw a comment about this, yes, you can pick birds from 100 Hidden Birds too. You don't. It doesn't have to be from the first one. It can be from the second one. So, yeah, just answering that. So yeah, I just thought that was really cool, because at some point I want to film Coin Game, which was my original plan, because I do think that's a fun game, and at some point, if my computer can ever handle it, because I have the settings on the lowest setting, and it's still not very good, unfortunately. But at some point, I'd like to record that. I don't know when that will be. Can't say for sure, because everything's kind of just up in the air right now, but maybe someday. So, yeah, it was kind of like this emergency idea. I saw that one person had voted for the video earlier after I had already posted the video, so I did think that was kind of funny. So, shout out to whoever that was. But yeah, 14 votes, man. The people People did really speak. That was for sure. So, yeah, other than that, I guess I don't really have too many topics I want to discuss. It's just power washing, baby. Let's go. Um, I did notice I was at 122 subscribers, so I mean, that's quite a lot of growth. Just posting one video. So I didn't think it was that interesting, but apparently people liked it. Oh yeah, I remember. To the one person who commented, yes, there are different types of crows. There are actually many different types of crows. I don't have them all memorized, unfortunately. I probably should do that. But I have many books on birds, and there are many types of birds and corvids. Fun fact, um, blue jays and crows are both corvids, so they are related. I know, very distinct and birds that you would maybe not expect to be related, but in fact are. So there's a cool little factoid for you. But yeah, there's a lot of different types of crows. The one on my channel banner and my little icon is a hooded crow, which are found in Europe. And for my European fans, you may recognize that one. And I think, because there's the American crow, right? And that's the one probably most of you are familiar with. And there's also a fish crow, which I want to say lives in the South U.S., Southeast, to be specific. So like Texas, Florida, all those southern states. I believe that's where the fish crow is. And there actually used to be a northwestern crow, I believe it was called, around Washington State, not D.C., and along that kind of like coastal area. I don't know if it extended down to Oregon or not, but it was this species, and that they thought was a unique crow species. But as of recent, I don't know how recent, but they finally said like, no, it's just kind of like a slightly different American crow. So northwestern crow, no longer a species that exists. But if you visit some museums or you look in some old guides, it still has the northwestern crow labeled as a unique species. So, funny enough, if you look in some old stuff, you can find that. So yes, there are many different types of crows. I would know, because I really like crows. Opinion on ravens, not that anyone has asked for this, but ravens are cool. I don't know, I just like crows better. The one thing I like about ravens more than crows is just size, because I don't know why I'm cleaning over here. I don't think there's anything left to clean. Ravens are bigger than crows, quite decently actually. They're a lot larger than them, and there's some other noticeable differences you can tell, or you can look at to tell the difference between a crow and a raven. But I don't know, they got this, like, the throat of a raven's a little more, like, I don't know, it's because with a crow it's smooth, and with ravens it's a little more just messy looking, and so I kind of prefer the more sleeker looking crows. Also, ravens croak as opposed to crows, which caw, and I just prefer that classic, okay, there we are. I just prefer that classic caw sound over anything, you know? And I don't know, there's a difference in, like, the beaks. I think the raven's beak is a little more curved or something like that. There's minor differences, and then, like, the tail shape is different. Some sources will say ravens do more barrel rolls. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. That's just what I've heard. But yeah, I do prefer crows over ravens. But ravens are pretty cool too. I visited the Grand Canyon. I don't know how many years it was, but it's amazing. Pictures do it no justice. It is incredible to see in person, and if you ever have the chance, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I can't recommend it anymore, just because it's so incredible and stunning and breathtaking. to actually see it in person, go to that ledge and kind of look down and just see the vast expanse and just how big, and like, wow, pictures do no justice. I would love to return someday. Um, but I mean, Arizona's hot as I'll get, so maybe not in the summer, but it's beautiful. Anyway, they have like a little area nearby where you can, like, I think it's like a small little town or shopping area. I don't quite remember, but there was a McDonald's there, and I was with my grandpa and my dad, and we were just hanging out, and in the parking lot, and I think we had a rental car, and all of a sudden, big old raven lands on the hood of the car, and we can all see it through the front windshield. Excuse me. And like, that was super cool because it was super big and just kind of landed there, stood there for a couple seconds, and then took off. But man, it was like, oh wow, that's really cool. So yeah, that was like my really only major interaction with any ravens, to my knowledge. I don't think I've seen ravens outside of that, at least not in the wild. I might have seen one at a zoo somewhere, but if I have, I certainly don't remember it. But I mean, ravens are still cool. Um, you know, all corvids are smart, so very smart birds, very cool. I'm falling down the. I wonder. Can I rotate this? How do I pick up things again? F. I can. I wonder if this would be easier if I rotated it. There we go. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this should be fine. So yeah, like I said, ravens, very cool. Unfortunately, I did not see any California condors or Californian condors. I because I think there's only 100 left in the wild. Not 100 exactly, but a few hundred left in the wild. But you can occasionally see them at the Grand Canyon. Did not see any, unfortunately, even though I would love to see one in the wild someday. And it's really nice to see that they're coming back, because I believe they're coming back. If they're in decline, that's alarming news, because I have a large appreciation for birds. Most birds, not all birds, because I mean, I don't love all birds. Let's be clear. There are some ugly birds out there, and it's like, why do you exist? But most birds I'm very fond of. So yeah. So whenever there's, I mean, it's any animal, but for me specifically, it's birds that kind of pull the heartstrings. So it's like, if this animal's going extinct, like, this is a serious issue, right? This needs to. I want to live in a world where this animal exists and it's not dead. But you know. Anyway, but yeah, it's good to see that the condors are returning. So one day, I hope to see one. Because, like I said, I do want to go back at some point, because it's just stunning. I heard you can take, like, rides down in it on, like, donkeys. You can take, like, donkey rides. I would be terrified of that, because hello, everything is done and dusted over here in Egypt, and I'll be back in England to see your handiwork very soon. Why are you in Egypt? What are you doing there? Alright, thanks, I guess. What was I talking about? Oh, donkeys, that's right. So, you can take these donkey rides in the Grand Canyon. And I was gonna do that, and then we decided not to. Oops. But it, I think I'd be terrified to do that, because I'm actually afraid of heights, which I didn't know about. But yeah, I do fear heights. Oh my god. So, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure it's safe. But, I don't trust standing on, like, cliff edges and whatnot. It just freaks me out. But it's about the experience, right? And conquering your fears or whatever. I don't know. But no, that was a fun trip, besides the awful heat came with it. You know, it was so hot. I cannot handle heat very well. I was born in the, ooh, a lot of dirt under here. I was born in the snow. I'm so used to it. I'm definitely a cold weather person. Yeah, I love the snow. I love the cold. So I'm very upset that spring is here and winter is coming to a close, which is actually the opposite. Most people are excited about spring, whereas I am not, and I'm very sad winter's gone. But I have a lot of reasons to hate spring. I hate the heat that comes with spring, because spring always brings hotter weather, which is never good for me. Uh, Also, I'm an allergy sufferer. I I hate allergies. They're so bad. And whenever spring comes around, there's so much pollen in the air, so many flowers. It's like, oh, I can't breathe. It's like I'm blowing my nose every 5 seconds. I'm like partially joking about that, but sometimes not. It's bad. I have bad allergies. I get that from my mom. But yeah, so I hate spring for that reason. Yeah, stupid pollen. And allergy meds, to a certain degree, some of them work. I've found success with some to various degrees. I took Claritin for a long time, but and it used to work decently, like just the like tablets. Um, I mostly took that when I was like middle elementary school age, so when I was a lot younger. Um, but eventually, yeah, I think I just took like the children's Claritin or whatever. But eventually, it stopped working. It worked at first, but then I almost like built up like an immunity to it, or I don't know, however it works. It stopped working, which is kind of a cycle I've repeated for various allergy meds uh, throughout my life. So that's fun. So yeah, I hate spring, and I'm very upset. Winter is absolutely my favorite season. I love the cold. And there's people out there that's be like, oh, people who like winter only like it because they watch, they stay inside and they sit by their fire and like they don't actually enjoy the cold or enjoy. No, I enjoy shoveling snow. It's one of my favorite activities. I enjoy sledding, snowball fights, snow angels, all the things, right? And I actually go outside during winter, and like I'm not cold. I don't get cold. I will go out. I would go out in the snow. Do I want to say that? I'm not gonna edit this video, so I have to be really careful about what I say because I can't edit anything out. I I've been out in the snow in like sandals and shorts before, like like a t-shirt. The cold does not bother me, right? It's just I've gone sledding in sandals before. It's great. I love the cold. I don't get cold. My favorite time of year. My favorite season. So no, I'm not just one of those people who sits inside by their fire with their blanket and their cup of hot chocolate while they watch the snowfall and be like, winter is my favorite season. No, I enjoy it, and I enjoy the weather that comes with it, whether I'm inside or outside. But I'd rather be outside. But no, I enjoy winter. A lot of people get like winter seasonal depression, where once winter comes around, they they get more depressed. I think I'm the opposite. I think I get that way during like spring and summer. I hate the months so much. I mean, it's not like an actual depression, but it's just like, oh, this is the worst. Um, I used to be, oh, I used to also hate the summer because in an old house I used to live in, they have these fans where you install it in your window, and it's supposed to, it's like runs on a cycle, and it's got like two modes where it takes hot air in your room and it filters it out, and it takes, I'm not necessarily cold air, but it takes it like it's an AC unit and it pumps hot air out of your room at, like not at the same time, but you can, like I said, have it on a cycle. And I used to have one of those, and it worked wonders. It was a miracle product. Like it made my room decrease like probably like 10 degrees or something. It was amazing, super comfortable, right? And I also lived upstairs, and heat rises, so my bedroom was always super hot compared to downstairs. Before that, I had like 50 fans in my room. Um, but yeah, miracle product. Unfortunately, uh, what it allowed also was for spiders to get in. And at the time, I was terrified of spiders. I'm no longer terrified of spiders and have come to adore them, and I've conquered my arachnophobia, thankfully. But yeah, at the time, which was several years ago now, I don't even remember how many. I lived in the house for a while. It would allow the spiders to get in. So what I had to do, and because like I was like terrified of spiders, um, I I just took it out because I would rather suffer in the heat and sweat all night than have to deal with spiders. It was that bad. Uh, and I have like kind of a funny story. It was towards the beginning when we were moving into that house because I was sleeping, I think, on just a mattress on the ground, and there was like two bedrooms upstairs, right? And one was just uh, like a random bedroom, and I got to choose my bedroom basically, and the other was, I don't know, just like a storage room or something. And so I picked my bedroom, and I was like, this is the one I want to live in. And this was kind of like still the early months where we had just moved in, so it was just like a mattress in both rooms. So nothing, there was like nothing in there, so it was very easy to move from one to the other. And I saw a spider in the room I had picked, and so I was like, all right, I'm not doing this because I was even too afraid to kill them. So I was like, nope, not doing this. I'm sleeping in the other room. This is my room from now on. I go in that room, and there's more spiders in that room. So I'm like, well, I'm screwed now. What am I gonna do? So I found the spider in the original room I had picked, and I did end up killing it successfully. And yeah, I was able to get sleep that night, but that was just the worst experience. I go to avoid the spiders, and they pop up right behind me. It's horrible. But like I said, that was the old me. I'm fine with spiders now. In fact, I just found one in my room a couple days ago, and I took it outside, and it was pretty cool. Um, I had lost it for a while, and stupid little bugger blended in with the carpet because there's brown carpet in my room, and it was like a brown grayish spider, and so it was really hard to see on the carpet. And there was a couple times I lost it, and you just had to like stand still and watch for any movement you could find. And luckily, I found it again actually because it crawled on my foot, and so I'll say like, there you are, and I picked it up and was able to take it outside successfully without killing it. Um, because although I don't fear spiders anymore and I try to release them still alive, sometimes you accidentally do kill them. Like one time I found one, and it was on the ceiling, and I had to take a fly swatter and kind of like tap the wall to get it to move, because in case you didn't know, spiders feel vibration. That's why they have all those hairs on their body, so they can kind of like sense the world around them. And so what I will do is I will take a fly swatter, because usually they're up high and I can't reach them because I'm short, and I will kind of like tap around them just to like get them to move. And so, but this thing was super fast, and there's kind of like a divider between the carpet and the walls, and was a little gap between it, and so it ended up crawling underneath there. And because I was requested to remove it, I had to kind of like put the fly swatter in between it as well and try and scoop it out. And unfortunately, I did sever its abdomen, which, if you know anything about spider anatomy, is kind of where all the important organs are. It's like if someone removed your entire torso and expected you still to live. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. The abdomen holds, I know for certain, I'm not too knowledgeable on spider anatomy. I know for certain it holds the lungs. Spiders have book lungs, and that's where the lungs are, in the abdomen. But I think the heart is also there, and like a ton of other important organs. So, yeah, a severed abdomen was kind of a death sentence. So, I did feel bad about that one because I did not mean to kill it, but you know, that's what happened. What am I missing here? I'm gonna wrap this up, but I want to see what I'm missing. Is this? Yeah, I want to see where it is that this tiny little piece of dirt is, so I can clean it and get out of here, so I can edit and I can go pack, because I'm very, very busy. There we go. Okay. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for understanding. I hope to see you in 2 weeks, but I will probably post a few community updates. So be prepared for that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and do something cool. Enjoy yourself. How about you take a vacation? You take a little relaxation session for me. So anyway, see you later. Bye.